Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now it's Haskins, and the Broncos get there and take him down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Haskins will throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Off play action. Newton. Caught by Gates, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58, right over there, right up. 58, right there. Cut.
Now Newton. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Newton on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. But it'll be second and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Alvin Kamara. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pass incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Geis. And just shutting him off there. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Newton. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darius Geis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Third and long, it's Newton. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Newton is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Denver.
What is 20. 8. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Express.
Now Newton on first down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Newton now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Marr able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Caught left side, Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out out of the gun, Geis. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Third down, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun.
To throw again, Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Darius Geis. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, what's up? 180.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton throwing again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 8. SOS.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Come on, 60 out long. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tardy.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williams. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 50. Check 50. Cover. Ball shot.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right there, 54, Mike. Time to go. Night, night. Slam. Hatchet.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day, any day. Tight dog.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw for Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
58's the money. 58's the money. I got it. 58.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Sproles, the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Right there. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 8.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the 50, Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We're set. We're set. Ready? Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 26. Check 26. Kill. Check. Fresno. Check.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears. Switch on gear.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.